Zone 3 podcast. I am Robert.
Yes, and I'm Reggie.
And this is kind of a different episode. It's not a podcast, obviously. We're just going to do a quick video on, we thought that today being an anniversary, a pretty big one, not just for this country, but I would say for the whole world.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely changed politics. I don't know. It changed a lot of things. And so
I know everyone remembers where they were when it happened, that's for sure. It's one of those stamps, in the timeline, right?
I remember where I was.
Right.
Everybody does. You're right. Well, anyways, this week I was as I was scanning patients, and my thoughts should have been on that. I don't know. I was thinking about how we had this anniversary coming up soon, and as an MRI tech with a podcast, how does this relate to MRI in any way? And so, just on a whim, I Googled MRI 9/11 and just keywords like that. And actually a few things popped up I found pretty interesting. Shared it with Reggie. He shared the same opinion. I thought maybe we'd share it with the audience.
Right.
So, Reggie, if you want to dive into this first article and maybe just kind of discuss what it is that we found.
Yes, research is being performed to see why so many first responders are experiencing cognitive decline, like dementia at such a young age. One alarming study by Stony Brook University used MRI to examine cortical thickness in the World Trade Center first responders with cognitive impairment. This study used a 3D T1 MP RAGE sequence, which is very high resolution and has really good gray white matter differentiation. So I totally understand why they used that, and measured the cortical thickness using FreeSurfer, which is like it's an open source software for processing and analyzing MRI images of the human brain. It's almost kind of like doing like a morphology measurement, if you're familiar with those at all. But for those who don't know, cortical thickness is a consistent measure of brain atrophy that is commonly used in studies on, Alzheimer's disease and different types of dementia and cognitive decline. The Washington Post did do a great article on Ron Kirchner, and he was one of the first responders who worked amid of the ruins of the World Trade Center on 9/11, and he was diagnosed with dementia at age 52. But to date, there's still little known about the reason of the cognitive impairment that a lot of these World Trade Center responders are having.
Anyways, we found it interesting. We hope you did too. We'll leave some links in the description if you want to kind of go down that rabbit hole. But anyways, we appreciate you watching. Thank you to the first responders, and make sure to like and subscribe and tell your friends about us. Do all those things that YouTubers tell you to do.
Right.
Reggie?
We really appreciate all the support. We got another good one coming next week, so stay tuned. This is Zone 3 Podcast.
We're out.
Good.